Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
Warden?
Our family owes you a great deal.
Will you stop eating?
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
More foes approach. It's done. Let's end this! Trap right ahead. I'll do it. I shall.
As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Very well.
But one God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given
Dwarven. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd ever? Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orthamar.
It will...
If I could have a moment. You've been busy traveling all over, and such tragic news you keep bringing. I was wondering if you'd check up on one more person. I'm sure you'll find this scroll quite interesting.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orthamar.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would force such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker. The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gax King!
My hand.
no one else. Attack!
Now I'm all light-headed.
As you say.
We're done here. Go back to your contact, quickly.
I heard there was quite a scuffle in the alleyways. Well done, Warden. You'd be wrong. Our contract had two important jobs. One was to kill the boy's kidnapper, Captain Chase. The other was his rescue. You took care of Chase. And some friends have already returned the boy safely to his father. I've nothing more for you. Your payment is in the chest. I hope you find it most satisfying. My superiors want me to convey their thanks. The Crows aren't accepting any new contracts on you. And when this blight ends, we'd love you to visit Antiva to discuss other opportunities. Just remember our offer. We could really use someone with your talents. It's time for me to take a vacation. Caesar has a special stock of wares that might interest you. It was a pleasure working with you, Warden. Luck be to you.
stare at me, Joe. I can have my father send you south to fight.
You're back. You need something? Oh, yes, yes. Look over here.
All men are the work of our nation.
Yes.
Indeed. Yes.
Stone preserve King Harrowmount. I'm showing you the lowest.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get up. Right.
Very nice indeed. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
assembly paid you great honor.
This place is familiar. I am not certain. There is a place, a cavern that is not far from here. I know where it is. I remember. Its offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
Very well.
Tag. I do not know. It is an odd thing to experience. These ruins are always overrun by vermin. There may be something noteworthy further in, however. Was this a home once? Did I live here?
As you say. As you say. Very well.
Ask me anything. I'll do it.
As you say.
I see nothing. Whatever was once here is gone.
Right ahead.
Very well.
Yes, of course. I shall. Mm-hmm. On my way. Trap right ahead. As you like.
Yes.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Crawling with filth. Typical.
It will be done, as you say. Of course. It will be done. As you say. Of course. Yes. As you say.
am uncertain what I hope to find here.
It will be done.
Let's make this.
What is this? This I remember. It has dates and names. This is to honor those who volunteered, those who became Golems. And there is my name. Shale of House Kadash. I recognize it. I was not created as I am now. I was once a creature of living flesh, a dwarf and a woman. This is a revelation. Perhaps. It is one thing to believe, however, and another to know. I will need to think on these things I have learned. Perhaps I will speak to it of them soon. For now, let us carry on as we have. Very nice indeed. It speaks.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good. I'm sure you'll...
Oh, what are you thinking, honestly? A generous gift. Thank you ever so much.
Ooh, shiny.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
I am impressed. My thanks.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
How nice.
That looks fine indeed.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected. You're welcome. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the... We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell. I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand. I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it. I killed them, with my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down. I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath. If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now. Near Lake Calenhad. Perhaps those words are empty, but...
there you are. Wanted to talk to you. Aye, here we go. You and I, you know how sometimes you spend time with people and things. I was thinking, I do know some people. A person, actually. The girl I knew in Orzammar. Before I left, obviously. What? Oh, you mean where we were running? Oh, aye. After Bronk, I'm sure she's forgiven me by now. Thought maybe I'd track her down, see how she's been living. I tried to look her up the last time we were at Lake Calenhad. She wasn't at work at the inn. At home, I figured it was just the ancestors telling me something. But I keep thinking about her. Well, and a good friend you are, Warden. I'll think about you if we ever... what was it you wanted to say? Aye.
What's on your mind? I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, but I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else. Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult. Oh, very much so. Sometimes I would catch him practicing on his own, but if I asked him to show me what he could do, he would freeze up or fumble terribly. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him. Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of some... He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down. The phylactery is a vial of blood taken from a mage, but blood is connected to... They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him. I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I failed Anarin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk. He talked about the alienage sometimes. And the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves. The Templars are well trained and thorough. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher. And there it is. My story.
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen. Maybe it is belief and faith that imbues them with their power. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her. Why shouldn't I? I don't understand. Then let us move. I'm here for you. Of course. I have not given this. We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end? Ugliness can be found anywhere if you look hard enough. There's so much. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. Good idea.
Something on your mind?
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and my question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Oh, I imply nothing specific. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Indeed. I might even be glad to... It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. What say you? Not every, but a beautiful woman like yourself. Why not? I'm sure you draw many stares from men and even other women. But you would prefer I desisted, perhaps. It would be difficult traveling as we do in close proximity, but I am nothing if not a gentleman. Your wish, now that that is out of the way... What say you? Your
dog is filthy. I can... That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him. No, that's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the... With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one...
Yes.
Yes.
Make her rest the souls of all, Templar and Knave, who gave
Of course.
Good to see you again.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her. Look, you gotta back me up here. Got it? You haven't met her, I take it. We parted company under less than friendly terms. She threw me out of her house and tossed all my clothes into a lava vent. Threatened to take a pair of smithing tongs to... well, you get the idea. She always was cute when she was angry. Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Akron, is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting Darkspawn?
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Well, What? Oh, right. It's fate.
Fate? The ancestors must have a sense of humor then.
Sure they do. You've had a good look at Lady Helmy, haven't you? If her face isn't a joke the ancestors are playing, I'm a Bronto's behind.
So, Lady Helmy must be a paragon of beauty then.
I've been thinking about...
What do you want?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe...
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto. If by fun you mean more likely to light farts on fire?
Oh, well, it's been fun, Felsie.
Wait, you're leaving? You just got here. I haven't called you a shaft rat.
Well, you can't keep the archdemon waiting. You hurt its feelings, it might just turn the whole blight around and go home.
Well, you don't need to fight it right now, do you? I mean, you could have a pint first.
I'll tell you what, I got some things I gotta do, but I'll come back for that pint when things...
Fine, but you better not keep me waiting, you worthless copper-plated...
Wouldn't dream.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Go.
As you say.
Back off! I was here first! That doesn't matter none to you. I wasn't bothering nobody, and I was here first. They're mine! Not literally, you understand, they're not my bodies. I mean, I only got one and I'm not dead or nothing, but I was here first. I get that a lot. Alright, if it'll make you leave my spot quicker. Now, how much would that bit of information be worth to you? Good enough. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crap. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway. No, that's some freeholder or other. He just sold me the looting rights. I'm not building a house here. He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the...
So, you're back, I see. What can I do for you? Can what?
Where is my...
I don't know what you mean, sir. I don't have it, I swear by Andraste's knickers. I sold it on the way here. A dwarf near Redcliffe, Dwyn, I think his name was. He's the one who has the sword, I promise you. Said he was a...
We'll see.
Phew, some fight. Reminds me why I left Orzammar in the first place. Constant fighting. A warrior's life there is blood, ash, and dust. Though I'm not sure who's dirtier. These creatures are darkspawn. Rebuild. Same thing I intended to do before. Except this time, there's more humans left alive to help. First thing I'm gonna do is get some go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. Go celebrate or whatever you have to do. Now, why would you be in—
It's mine.
You know, Farron didn't mention the giant he took it from was alive. Excellent idea. It's in my strongbox. Here's the key. Now, why don't you leave me alone? Go celebrate or whatever you have to do. If I wanted to fight Darkspawn, I'd have stayed in Orzammar. No thanks. Hey, first thing I'm gonna do, go celebrate.
Strange. I had almost forgotten it. Completion. Are you sure you are a Grey Warden? I think you must be an Ashkari to find a single lost blade in a country at war. My sword is in my hand again. I should put it to use. And I could deliver a much more satisfying answer to the Arishok's question if the Blight were ended. Don't you agree? Then lead the way.
Ah, win. Care to partake of Ogren's fine homebrew? It's the drink of the gods.
Ale, is it? And I hope it's brewed hygienically?
Of course. I may not know clean from a beggar's ass when it comes to most things, but I don't mess around with my ale.
Very well, let's have a taste.
Well, what do you think?
Very nice.
Ah, you like it? Well, I never...
Attractive amber color, nutty flavor, slightly sweet, just a hint of toastiness. There's some spice to it I'm finding hard to place.
Yes?
Is it cloves?
Cloves! Ha ha! By the stone, you're a lady after my own heart. If I weren't buckled in this armor, I'd take you around the corner and, well, you know.
Give me more ale?
I understand we will be joining you in battle as soon as the hunters have recovered. I look forward.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior. I am... We are working hard to make enough equipment for...
Let us pray to the creators, Lethaline. All-Father, forgive our part in this tragedy.
You did it, outsider. You saved us from the ravages of the curse.
May the creators bless...
But Zathrian is lost to us, after all these centuries. He died heroically, I hope. I would like a happy ending to his tale. He will be a role model for many Dalish children to come. Now, Keeper Lanaya prepares for us to enter into war alongside the humans.
I, for one, look forward to fighting against these darkspawn creatures.
Do you now? Let's hope you return and tell us all about them. As for you, outsider,
And most of all, he who hunts alone, the tree. He will come for us.
Andera Natishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but...
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives?
No, I know of only one Anarin.
Ah, it makes sense. Anarin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
If you seek Anarin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
Dareth Shirel.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore, the walkers.
come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. I am glad you attempted it, regardless. I will...
It will be done.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
A Naren?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynn?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful.
And on you.
I have been charged by the Keeper to seek out other Dalish clans in Ferelden, so we may spread the word about the Blight. We passed another clan several months ago, so I have a notion of where they might be now. Perhaps they have seen others. We shall see. Dareth Shiral.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest. I don't want your efforts to go unrewarded. Here, I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you to have it. I know it is of worth. You wish me to keep it? Then you are. And now, I am afraid I must rest.
Aren't you chilly, Stan?
Chilly. I don't know this word.
It's much warmer where you're from.
Woof!